Going live. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Gamestah TV. This is Byza and Judge with all your action tonight. The third game on case for us, and that is the Sound Blaster action that we bring to you. The first round is going pretty quickly right now. Judge, take us in the action, mate.
Okay, so we've had the ninth round already with Team 4 not choosing to stay on the CT side. We've had Willie K5 go down. Sync's the only one left on No Practice Only Dreams, and he goes down to Scout. Now, Byz, I'm going to let you have the honours of talking us through who's on what team. Who do we have tonight, Byza?
Righto, so Team 4 not, we got the biggie, Steve, with his shout-out from Plantronics, Scoked with the Double T Esports, Badger, and the Willie K5 SNS. I have no idea what that means, but anyone in Twitch can tell us. Well, why don't you tell us? For the T side, No Prac Only Dreams, Benji Might, Zonya Sync, and Steven. We actually got two Stevens, so we got Steve and Steven, so just watch out for that. And the last one, Broken, we'll call him the famous N-Pod. It's almost, a couple letters away from the T-Pod. Well, you need 3 legs to stand. We'll see how we go. The boys are working the A bomb site through that squeaky door. This is an interesting shot from No Prac. They're on all the pistols, got some Clarions and some MP5s to work against. They're actually going to get the bomb down, but here comes Willie and Steve with the retake and frags. Don't actually get the bomb. It's dropped. Benjamin goes to pick it up, and out comes around the Willie. It's really, really strong play by him. That is really good for Team 4 not. Like always here, Judgy, they always pick up. The first team that picks up the first round picks up the 3. I feel like I'm saying myself, talking a sense of deja vu tonight.
Look, you are, Byz. It was interesting to note in that round, though, Team 4 not taking the European approach, buying up SMGs on the second round. Not a full buy, not another eco, but SMGs, often done in the European scene. We have just seen a nade go out and tag Sync, though, as well on the T side. But they're also running SMGs again. I mean, it's a smart play. That way, if they lose the round, then they're only losing SMGs, not a full buy, Byz.
As the first frag goes down, Steve, on to Steven. I'm sure I'm going to call that many more times tonight. And the CT's capping them more, just nailing out. There's a nice tight shot from the Scout. He'll pick that one up. The last one left is Sync on 84 HP. He's stuck at that A entry point. Well, I don't even know what we call that point at the back there. It's so far back it doesn't even deserve a name. Somewhere around the garage, he gets caught out. No Practice Only Dreams. Well, they've played a match before tonight. I don't know what the score was, and I don't know how they worked it out. But just by going off this early start to this match, obviously it probably wasn't a good one.
Look, I'm just having a look now to see if we can find the stats of that last game. Nothing seems to be up at the moment, though, Byz. We're going to have to see, without any feedback, how No Practice goes in this game. We do see N-Pod Broken getting 2 frags there, with Badger taking him down afterwards. Willie watching through the mid and getting the headshot with the M4 on Sync. We've got 3 on each side now. Nice to see an AWP coming out early on, though, Byz, on Steve with the Plantronics tag there. We're seeing some action. 1 on B holding, 1 on A, and 1 in the middle for 4 not. With the T side, No Prac heading towards B. We're waiting out a few seconds here, running down the clock a little, seeing if they can get some picks with the bomb waiting at the back. Hopefully we ought to see a push soon and get some good action happening, Byz. I'm not seeing much happening yet. They're probably getting ready, waiting for some smokes and such to come in. Here they go. Smoke on CT, spawn side. We've seen the incendiary come out on the ramp. Badger at the back of the site. Stephen taking him out. Getting ready for the plant. We've got Steve with the AWP, though, watching the site.
Oh.
Shot misses. Takes out
lovely.
Benjamin, though, with the reaction. He's left on 20 health. As the bomb goes down. 2v2 here, but the CT side looking a little damaged, Byz. Stefan is throwing out the nades, not grabbing a tag though. Willie, he gets the 2k though on Stephen and Zonya and goes to the defuse with a kit as well.
What an interesting retake there, Judge. It's you know, they worked into the site quite slowly, took their frags, but then Team 4 not just took their time and sussing out when to go and how to go, and they retook that really well. Like, that probably should have been No Practice Only Dreams first round.
Look, it really should have, Byza. They had the opportunity there to take it. I mean, they got the one plant down. They just need to hold the site better. But I think their undoing there, as we've been talking about all night long, was just incorrect positioning. They mucked up on the positioning and weren't covering enough corners and got taken out one by one after the other. Now, we do have a little bit of a pause here coming into the 5th round. Got some TeamSpeak problems happening, and as we know in this game, Byza, communication is key, so good to get that fixed as soon as they can.
Getsome, as I'm going to spam my Twitch channel, and shout out to everyone in Twitch. Not many this time, but spam out to everyone. We always like to have an audience and a bit of banter in the channel. I've just got on my screen see more from us. You can actually see a hell lot more content from us by heading to our website, and that is www.gamestah.com, the good old com. We got a lot of content going up there at the moment. The site was only recently done a couple of weeks ago, and we're putting everything up. So if you want to catch more CS action from the Sound Blaster Cup and many more from all the casters, it's all over there, guys. Also, as well, if you want to go the YouTube, that's got content from years back as well. You can also catch us on Facebook, as well as Twitter handles. Mine, Byza1989. Add that, and also you'll grab the good old Judge at Aussie Gaming TV. Be sure to follow us because we love a bit of CS and we love covering it, don't we? Don't we, Judgy?
Oh, we do, Byza. We absolutely do love covering it, and we're still waiting here on the pause coming into the 5th round. I think things are starting to look up, though, as that pause winds down. But we do love covering CSGO. We love covering a lot of things, Byza. I mean, you and I have been working together for the past couple of weeks doing some CSGO stuff in this Blaster X Cup. You know what? I think we should show the viewers at home what it is these teams are competing for, Byza. What is that glorious prize that sits among the top of the ladder?
Oh, well, it's this funny thing called a Sound Blaster X Pro gaming headset. What is it? We got there's got a couple models. We got an X7 and an X5, X3, or correct me if I'm wrong.
X3, I believe.
I think we were wrong, but the guys get the top one, which is I believe the X7, worth of $200. And that's per player, so that's up to $1,000 worth of gear out to the first team, up to about $600 worth of gear out to the second team, as well as the third team picking up I would say the crumb of the crumb. But it's still good just to get a free headset for playing really well and getting recognised. And obviously they're going to get a lot of coverage from us at Gamestah TV and Aussie Gaming TV as well. They'll get all the notices and shout-outs and whatever, and it's going to be exciting play come the finals, which is only a couple of weeks away, 13th of the 12th. It's very soon.
It's very soon, Byza. Coming back to the game now, we are seeing some stuff coming in the chat, saying they could maybe they should get a group chat going on Bebo. Maybe MySpace might be the way to go. Unfortunately, having some more TeamSpeak issues.
Well, I didn't think you could pause for a TeamSpeak. Like, if a player's dropped, I can understand that. But why would you pause on a TeamSpeak issue?
I mean, there is always game chat for them to use. I mean, not as reliable because you have to have that push-to-talk functionality. But, I mean, a lot of people do that on TeamSpeak anyway. It's just, hopefully we get back soon, Byza. But until then, I'd like to talk about the game that No Practice Only Dreams had prior to this one. Now, they played on... what map did they play on, Byza? They played against Montana and played on Mirage for that one.
Oh, that's
No Practice Only Dreams actually managed to take out the game 16-7. Quite a convincing win. 9-round difference there for them to close out. Do you think they're going to take some of that momentum into this game in the 5th round?
Well, they're on a flat donut right now, which is the hardest thing to grab from. When you, especially when you got a pause, it actually looks like they're on a full pistol as well by looking at that, and just by going by the cash level, they're pistoling for a reason. They want to get a couple rounds in the piggy bank. They want to secure it, but what's their spawn like? Their spawn, it's a quite backward spawn, to be honest with you. So I don't think they're going to be able to push very quickly into a site without getting caught out by a first player. But it all depends on who goes where. Obviously, Stephen with the AWP is going to hold that garage, so it's not a really good place to go there. Who knows? Who knows? Jesus, these pauses could be very beneficial to the teams jumping in and watching us. But I don't think there are. We should talk about strats and where they're going to go. But who knows? Who knows where they're going to go? Because there's a massive delay But you get shoutcasting and the play. And now we're back. About time, Judge. Where the team's going to do, what they're going to do. In fact, they've actually brought up with the 2 AKs and the 3 Galils. I don't mind a bit of a Galil action. It'll actually be quite interesting. They're heading into that connector, but they're going to slowly work it. Broken's going to have a boost. Wonder how much he will pop up and want to take probably nothing at the moment. So I think they're looking for angle and they're going to set up a smoke strat here, Judge.
Look, I think you're right. I mean, they're moving over towards the A site, and I think they're just trying to establish a little bit of reconnaissance now. We've got Benjamite pushing in through Squeaky, Stephen going into the site now, getting some tags. There's one down, Stephen getting Steve, Willie getting Zonia, and Sink grabbing Willie as well. Broken at the top there in that mid, grabbing Biggie at the back. We've got Scout picking up Sink. Stephen looking to go, sees 2 of them. Takes Scout and takes Badger. That's the round done with Stephen picking up a 3K and a kill going to Sink and Broken as well. I mean, they've broken the cycle. Yeah. Can they continue with more rounds, Byza?
Yeah, that was lovely play by No Prac Only Dreams. It's actually the first real strat we saw from them with the guns. They had all the boosts. They didn't peek, right? They didn't show a word or make a noise. So you don't know whether they're the A bomb site, and you don't know whether they're going to be coming very quickly through the B bomb site. They're now setting up for a little bit of a work through that midsection, and the B Broken's working with Biggie. He's at the moment just seeing him in checkers. Biggie with his pistol is going to be caught out, but no, he'll pick up the pistol shot. Flash will come, but Benjamite will pick up the frag on top of him with the Galil. Notice the boys have still got, well, he still had the Galil. He's been taken down. But he's got his AK now. Willie will pick a frag as Stephen gets the return, and just holding steadily at the B, but the CTs are there. Benjamite, well, he's going to walk over the opening, not checking it, and he's going to get caught out there as the frag goes down. Scope with him. Badger's still the back of the side. Oh, lovely HE. I'm really excited because that bounced behind him and blew him forward. So another one down. A 2-on-2 situation in favour of, well, now it's in favour of the boys. Team for Not. AWP in hand of Steve and Scope with the Clarion. Stephen left with the AK. And Doozy, he doesn't have the bomb in hand. The bomb is in front of him in a tight line. So he has to work around and make sure he picks it up. Where are the other 2? Scope's watching the line and Stephen's watching the site. So there you go. He's going to walk straight into it. And no chance as Steve takes to Stephen. That's the third time we've called that. Really good play there by Team for Night. No practice on his dreams. You can see they're wanting to work this. But I think that it's getting caught out with those frags, and the rotations are very quickly from Team for Not here, Judge.
I think you're right as well. The issue NPOD No Prac is having at the moment is holding sites. It's happened in a few games that we've casted by. It seems to be a trend amongst teams. Is the key where they fall down is they're able to take a site well and even get bomb plants down. But when it comes to holding that site from the CTs, re-entering, they're suffering. Whether it's bad positioning, whether it's not being kitted out appropriately to hold that site, I'm not too sure at this stage. But it needs to change. This is where no practice can break the cycle of our casting and get in it. As we see Willie K taking down Zonia, Sink getting Steve, Benjamite getting Stefan, with the TK, Broken getting Willie, Scope getting Benjamite, and Badger getting Broken. We've now got 3 CTs against the 1 T, Sink with an AWP. Let's go to see Sink's point of view here. He's on the A site with the bomb down. No, the bomb's not down, sorry. Trying to hold it and look for a plant and maybe some picks. He's taken a shot out and got a tag on Badger. But we see coming from A connector is Biggie through the X-ray there. We've got 2 on CT side waiting for the plant to bait him out.
It's a bit funny. He should probably back off with this bomb and head around because he's just cornered. And with the AK, with the AWP, it's a gun you want to keep and not lose. And he's just lost it there. Could have been handy if he held on to it. His team still could have echoed around him and he could have played a shot. But now they're just forcing to do whatever they can do. Well, money's not so bad, but you can see Broken there. He's got the Tech 9. The rest of the guys have brought up the AKs, but they're pretty much down to no money in the piggy bank whatsoever. So if they lose this round out, no practice on his dreams will have a big struggle town to come back into the mid rounds of this half. They're set up at the moment. It's just the standard. Benjamin's been able to work out to the mid-con, which is a thing I've been seeing a lot from Team for Not. They're not wanting to hold that middle area. I think, well, this is Scout. Scout's just running back and forth between the action. So he's letting Benjamin actually dictate the terms in there. But it's probably best if he does stay less aggressive. But they do open that up to a vent challenge, as we do see the boys they're wanting to work B. So it will be Benjamin does have that control. So the Badger and Steve and Scout are going to have a bit of action to work as the time comes down to about the entry point. Here comes the smoke and the flashes into the site. Sync picks up onto Biggie. The Benjamin frags out in the back of the site. Now the Molly goes with the flash. Still the bomb's not down, and the CTs are coming back for that rotate, which is what they need to do here. Sync is flashing and nading very well. The bomb is planted, so where are they at the moment? You got Scout sitting back at the CT and the Willy wanting to work. He's actually quite far back, so it's not really a good position for him. He's with the P90 and Scout, well, he wants to work. I actually think this might be exit picks here, because they're actually a couple rounds up here, Judgy. They can give this away, but they're going to go for exits.
They are going to look for exits. I mean, with that P90, it's good if you're in nice and close and can get a drop on someone, but when you've got 4 members of a team in there, one with an AWP watching longer positions, you're not going to get long shots off against an AK, or at least at this level, we'd hope the AK has some accuracy. But they both get taken down anyway. No practice, only dreams, managing to get exit frags rather than getting fragged themselves. We see the buy up now from no practice, though. There's an AWP out there with the AKs. We're watching Team 4 not get some buys happening and throw around some pistols for the eco. Buys, I think we might see a couple of rounds heading towards no practice, only dreams here, as Benjamin jumps on the container in the mid, looking to see if he can get some early frags. Smoke coming out from Willy, and Stefan is moving up into A connector. Watching Steve now looking at the exit point onto A site. HE nades coming out in front of him, but he doesn't get tagged. Scout watching from the higher angle. We do have Stephen chilling in there, looking at the blaze.
I love it. I love how you do his name. You don't worry about Stephen.
It's Stefan.
Stefan.
Stefan. It's Stephen with a PH. Stefan. Now, all jokes aside, we do have Scout watching the high angle from the balcony there on B site. We've got quite a hard stack from Team Fauna on B as Scout runs back towards CT spawn. Sync sitting in that sniper's nest, gets the frag on Willy. Steve dropping Zonia. We've got 4 on each side now. Watching Scout approach the B site as Benjamin HE frags. Doesn't get a tag, but managed to one-tap Scout. That was beautiful. Yeah, that was a lovely shot there, Judge. I think they've called it that they're all on pistols, so they're now working to be bomb site. Badger will pop through the vent and pick out the Benjamin. Out comes Broken, snaps the Biggie. And, there's a couple dinky, but my camps just jumped ship for some reason. And that's probably why, because Steve was going to take a frag onto the Broken. Bomb planted, 2-on-2. The Steven will pick up the Steve. Once again, those two loving each other tonight, and a bit of friendly name bashing as they will go about it. Sync does his little flick with his AWP to finish off the round. No practice, only dreams. Pick up their 3 that they need. They need another 3, I believe, if they're going to have any chance in this map. Team for not down with a bit of momentum, and if you do look, no practice have got the last 3 in the last 5. So they're ahead in the last 5, I would say. But it'll be all guns blazing as now the buy-up from Team from Not is at Avail, and the Steve onto the Sync will be the AWP battle. Oh, look at that! There's the battle, as I called it, and there is Steve going large as Biggie picks up the second Broken Judge. This is, well, I was going to say set up for an epic round, and it's just come to light with the AWPs, but no practice, only dreams. Back foot right now. That's right, and Steve picked up a mad wallbang headshot on the sniper's nest there on Sync. That was a beautiful shot. He flicked beautifully and maintained his accuracy. He did, and I mean, maybe this is a lesson. Don't pop your head around Steve. Steve's obviously been set up well with that AWP and had it given to him by the rest of the team. We are watching Benjamin, though, push on to the B site, getting a frag on Biggie. Smokes out by Steven, and we've got one CT sitting in the vent waiting for the chance to strike. Stephen heads back mid and frags Willy with a headshot. Is this this is a rotate A, it seems, as they've set up to go on B with Badger waiting there and rotating back through the CT site. They know what's going on as well. Steve, that's Stephen, Zonia gets Steve and Scope grabs Zonia. It's now 2v1 with Benjamite looking to grab the bomb and maybe get a plant down. Badger and Scope both watching that connector door. They've got a tag on Benjamite. He's circling around the back. We've got Scope though going for it, and he gets the kill.
No chance there. He's been out by himself a couple of rounds. I think he gets a little bit lost in where everyone is as we have a pause. Go once again, rebooting net from Benjamite.
Yeah, Benjamite was complaining of some pretty horrible lag. Now, they have the CT side of Team Fortnite has said, look, that's fine. Don't pause it for 30 minutes or a dispute will be incoming. But they're more than happy to pause for that. They'd rather beat No Practice Only Dreams when they're at their best rather than getting them just because a couple of people are lagging. And I think that's fair. I think there's some integrity in that, Byza, that, you don't want to beat a team because they had a disadvantage in terms of infrastructure. You want to beat them because you're better than them and you deserve to be ahead. And I think that's what Team Fortnite's looking at here by allowing the pause.
Yeah, I think it's good sportsmanship, but it's pretty interesting to see that this is an open cup and it's open to anyone who wants to play. But it's really interesting to see amateurs and the esports scene can actually pause for things like this. Like, back in my day when I was playing a little bit of CSS, they'll be like, "Oh, screw you, play 4 against," and that'll be the way it's going to be. So, it's really good. That's a shout out to Cybergamer. I guess that's in the rules and good sportsmanship and stuff like that. And it'll be really interesting to see where these teams lie at the end of this match and where they work into the finals, because they're both doing very well. Question is, Team Fortnite, they're up quite a few rounds. Is No Practice Only Dream when they get Benjamite back from his net reset? Do you think they're going to pick up any more rounds here, Judge?
Look, I think they can. I mean, at the moment, they're quite low on the economy. I mean, we've always had one of them reset his net, Benjamite there. You look at their economy, though, Broken's got absolutely no cash, about 1450 there. But Stephen, Zonia, and Sank all have enough money to buy up. I mean, Zonia maybe not a full buy, only 3100 there. Might have to grab a Galil or something, or a Famis out to try and compete and have a rifle. Who knows, we might even see a Nova. We saw a Nova a couple of rounds back on the CT side that went unnoticed and didn't achieve much. But when they come back, they're really going to have to rely on those that can buy. Compared to an already established Team Fortnite who've got an AWP, a couple of M4 or 3 M4s and a P90 as well. I'd like to see perhaps on Team Fortnite Willie K5 pushing up with that P90 and establishing maybe an aggressive hold. If he can get a good position in some smoke, ready to spring on them in close quarters and take out a lot.
Penguin said I have no special privileges.
It'd also be amazing to see NoPrac come back and take a couple of rounds out. I would really love that, guys, but I'm just not feeling it right now.
No, not at all. And he's dropped out as I do some homework on changing my title on Twitch. Shout out to me. Woohoo!
Shout out to Byza for being just brilliant on the technical side of this. Now, I do have to thank all of those in our Twitch chat at the moment, being very patient with all the pauses going on. You've been doing really well for us, and thank you for sticking by, as I am actually casting tonight's game on Gamestah TV 1. Thank you for your support, guys. We appreciate it. Now, we have had an auto unpause here. Benjamite is back into the game. He's just in time for the auto unpause. Looking at Steve, looking down the side. We can see all the names bobbing on the left-hand side of the screen as the whole T team pushes out. We've got blinded people from flashes going out. Willie picking up 2 with that P90 like I told. Sink getting Willie. And Biggie getting a couple with Scott as well. We've had 2 frags for Biggie.
See you later.
They've done well, and that P90, exactly what I said. Get in there amongst them in the smoke. When they push out, you're right behind them to spray them down, guys.
They had no chance whatsoever working to that site. Way too quick. Missed all the entry frags. That's what happens when you got smokes and flashes. You just run in blind, and then as soon as you reset, it's pretty much whoever's got the powerful gun and the line of sight will kill you first. And CT is usually in the best position when sitting in sight. So the T's, they're never going to get a chance. That's an interesting inserted area from Scott. He chucks it into the vent and into the front of that, controlling that mid-side section. But the boys are working the A bomb site through that connector, and they've gone in. Scope's got 1, and Stevens picked up the 2. Sonia go for the 3rd, as the bomb will be planted. 2 CTs and Steve and Biggie left. I'm going to look at Steve and see if he's going to actually do anything. And I don't think they're going to do anything. They're going to just rotate and get exits. So this will be a good time as round 12 will just unravel and the bomb will blow. Big shout out to Judge. Thank you very much. You know, you don't have to come and do games with me at Gamestah, but you know, the lovely people of Oz Gaming TV love to help people out, and so does Gamestah. So really good to have you here, mate.
Well, thanks for having me here, Byza, as well. I mean, relatively new to the casting scene for those who are playing at home and might not be able to tell because I'm just that brilliant. But I have thoroughly enjoyed coming and hosting with you, and I'm just glad that I can come along for the ride, as we do see Zonia getting a frag on the exit of that round. Just some extra cash in the bank for Team 4 Not, Byza. I mean, they're quite cashed up at the moment. I think we're going to be looking at... sorry, they're not quite cashed up, I should say, as they're going another eco round with Steve on the AWP. I mean, I think they've got a little bit of catching up to do coming into this round and to the next couple of rounds. Even though they are ahead, they've just got to get their economy back on track. Now, we are seeing the bomb head towards the A site.
It's going to be an interesting strat. Look at the smokes go. I think this is...
Look at the map. I mean, the whole of No Prac is sitting on A with all of Team 4 Not sitting on B. I mean, look, we've brought the big map up on screen here. Steve, from the back of CT, has managed to get a frag, which has done well for Team 4 Not, but the T's are on site and aren't getting the bomb down.
Steve got that on smoke. The bomb goes down as broken. Does the AK to Willie. Biggie returns with the pistol. Here comes the CT retake. The fake is out. Still T's onto pushing. It is a ninja. He's actually gone for the ninja. Steve will pick one onto Sonia. There's still one left, and that is the broken. He's probably too far away, and he realised that they were coming in like a... Storm on fire, I don't know. Storm on fire.
A wrecking ball? They came in like a wrecking ball, Byza?
There you go, we'll do that one. We'll do the Miley Cyrus. It came on like a wrecking ball. If I don't fail with names, I'll fail with terminology and some slang. Oh well.
That's it.
That's what you get when you almost fail English in high school.
Mate, you're set up to fail no matter how hard you try on this stream. It's unfortunately the way it's been with you and I in the past 3 weeks. We are seeing some action coming into round 14 with Scout spraying down the middle of the map with the AK-47 Vulcan. Some Mad Fanatic stickers on that one. We are seeing the T side, though, starting to push more towards B, with the bomb sitting out on the B side of Garage.
Oh, lovely
Steve
shot.
through with a flick on Zonia.
Really aggressive
Biggie
push.
Looking. Oh, very aggressive from the CTs and from the T side as well. Badger getting Benjamin and going for a second on Stephen. Can he get it? Badger gets Benjamin. Broken gets Biggie.
He's definitely badgering him.
Badger got Stephen, but then Sync returns on Badger and also manages to get Scout to cap the site. Are we going to see the clutch here from Sync? Is he going to be able to hold the site 1v2? Oh no, he's not. Unfortunately, Sync's dropped as he exits to get into position by Willie, and we're looking at a mad defuse right now on the site. I mean, it's looking a little grim at the moment for No Practice Only Dream. Are we going to get some mad plays coming out of them, Byza, in the next few rounds, or do you think this is closed out by Team 4 Not?
I reckon they can pick this last one up, depending on what the money situation, which is pretty tight. So they're going to have those AKs and the Galils set, not with all the smokes that they need, but Team 4 Not, well, they got a strong with the AWP. That's Steve, and he's very large at the moment. He's going to have the peak. He's going to be aggressive on the A connector. No one's going to be there for them. So No Practice are quite chilled out. They're going to wait for a push in. Badger and the T's are actually quite aggressive in that midsection. So we could see Team 4 Not falling down. Benjamin is the player that's sitting in the smoke. He's so close to some action. He will count. Well, he's going to flash. I'm sitting with him right now. He drops a flash, turns the corner, pushes out. The clip stops one in the vent. He doesn't realise there's one behind him. He does nail him as the two Scope picks up 2 frags for his teammate. For his team, but he will be gone. So the 3-on-3 at the moment, as there's 50 seconds ticking. What No Practice Only Dream's gonna do? They've got the middle connector all sorted, ready to go. Broken's flashed out at B as Willie does the rotation around Judge. This is gonna be slow work, but they need to start moving.
They do. I mean, they're holding that midsection, trying to work out where they're going to go. I think they're listening out to try and work out where Team 4 Not are sitting right now. I mean, the bomb's looking up the highway, heading towards A. We're looking at Steve now holding that A connector, looking down highway to see where they're coming from, but not much is happening with No Practice chilling in the middle, running down the clock a bit before a last-minute push. We're seeing Biggie on the B site as the bomb moves towards B through the vents. He's preparing for the push. Zonia puts out the flash, gets
Oh.
Biggie down. They need to get the bomb planted as soon as possible, but watch out for Heaven. Willie getting Benjamite with the incendiary, broken grabbing Willie as well. Bombs down. We've got Steve with the AWP trying to retake this site to close out an 11th round before half-time. There it is,
there you go. I called that.
Broken with the tap on Steve. And there it is. That's 10-5 at half-time. Team 4 not leading the game. Now, Byza, we're heading into half-time here. I mean, there's quite a substantial lead still for Team 4 not. Do you think they can close out 4 rounds to get to that 14-round dream? Or is No Prac going to really catch up hard as we go on CT side for No Practice?
Look, it's not a hard thing from No Prac. I've watched them play before, and they're actually really good in what they do. So it's not impossible by them. The CT side right now, they do have a stronghold at that B bomb site, and it's going to be a really good play by them. It all depends how they want to work this first round. They need to get the anti-ecos. If they don't get that, then Team 4 will start to get that advantage and run, and then we'll see the games pan out like they did earlier before.
Now we are seeing a CT rotate through the T-spawn. Biggie's going to pick up one on Broken, and he's fighting out with Benjamite, takes him down as well. That's 2 frags for Team 4 not on the T side. We've got Willie sitting on the A site. Badger taking down Steven. Zonia taking down Badger. Willie on top of the crate, but Zonia grabbing Badger and Willie now. That's 2 frags for him. We're going to see a 3v2 push here with Steve scope poking and getting Zonia. Steve poking and getting Sync. They don't even need to have the bomb explode. They're going to take everyone out instead, Byza.
Round down, Team 4 not taking the advantage of the pistol, and they want to try and get the next 2. Shout out to everyone listening tonight. Thank you very much, and we're hopefully getting more sound blast direct action to you. Finals only a couple of weeks away, and we're looking forward to it. The boys here, No Practice, Only Dreams, and Team 4 not battling it out, trying to get up the ladder. I'm not sure where No Practice is. I think they're a little bit lower than Team 4 not. They're 27th ranked, so they want to try and get in the mid-20s to high teens for these boys. Just a shout out on the leaderboard right now to Stephen for the No Practice Only Dreams. He's 12 frags, and team is Scopes, Steve and Willie all highs, 15, 16, 14. I was actually going to call the first one on the points, but now I'll just get back into the action. As Badger, they're working into the B bomb site. Well, they are working the B bomb site, but Steve's working that mid-con quite well, just holding Benjamite from doing anything and venturing into the bomb site as the bomb gets planted. Willie just out in the open. Badger picks a frag. Going down is Zonia, and the one last player is Benjamite with his little lone mini tiny pistol, and he'll be exposed to a bit of frag power and then a nade blowing him up from the distance. So nothing happening for No Practice Only Dreams. I think you might have called this, mate. They might not pick these rounds up. This will have to be the last one, because obviously the CT package when you're buying up is quite expensive. Now, we do have a Twitch viewer asking us which team is our favourite. The thing we have at Gamestah, and you might be different here, Judgy, but the thing we have at Gamestah is we don't pick favourite teams. We don't do that. We just cast because we like doing it. But you might have a favourite, but it's pretty obvious who's pretty much in the box seat to take it out.
Oh, that's right, Byza. I mean, we go into matches maybe thinking that teams all, have a certain way to take it out. I mean, Aussie Gaming TV is partnered with Legion Gaming as well, who are a not-for-profit esports organisation that donate to charity.
I don't think anyone is.
I mean, when we cast for those guys, we try to have a bit of preference for them, but we're just here to provide good content. As Willie, as we see, takes out both Broken and Benjamite. Scout taking out Zonia and Sync getting Scout. Team 4 have closed this out with Steve getting Stefan and Badger getting Sync. Steve and Stefan are really, they're laying into each other this game, guys. Yeah, you called it right at the start. We were going to say them a lot.
Yeah, it's a battle of the Stevens. I'm just happy to call that as it is. So, AWP with Sync for the No Practice Only Dreams has their full buy-up, and this is what they want to be doing. Let's flip on to him. He's in that Z connector for the CT side, and hopefully someone pops their head up on the glitch spot, which they're not. But have a look at Team 4 not. That is a smoke strat that we're seeing from No Practice Only Dreams, and they're going to be working into the A bomb site. It'll have a quickly look how quickly the boys from No Practice are rotating. They know what the strat is, and they know how it's going to work. Here comes the setup, but the bomb is actually being faked out and rotated to B, and they've put all the manpower there, Judge. Biggie jumps out, and they're all sitting there waiting for him, and here comes the bomb into the B bomb site. Broken's got a hold, he gets fragged. Willie will get the frag onto him as another player sits in the Mitchell Con, just trying to hold out any quick CT rotation, but the bomb is planted, the damage is done. However, there's 3 CTs versus 2 CTs, so there is the favour, but the AWP with Sync will be a disadvantage trying to work a tight site. Badger hiding underneath the vent, goes 1-2, smashes it out. Now putting the favour in. I don't think Sync's going to come. Wait, he's actually on the bomb. He flips around. Oh! Down goes Badger, lives himself up with his third frag for that moment. That is a really good play from Team for Not. That takes them up. That gives them all the momentum. 4 rounds in a row. That was a full gun buy-up, and now No Practice Only Dreams, well, they're forced to do what they need to do because they cannot let it get to a match point. Because once it gets to match point, they're way too far to get it back.
That's right. We're seeing a half-forced buy here on No Practice. Zonia opting out of a helmet to grab a FAMAS, and the rest on CZs and Deagles with Benjamin. Not enough to get a helmet and some nades. He's picking the Incendiary, the HG, and the Flash. We're watching Scope now get some tags out. He's taken out Stefan and gets fragged by Zonia in the A connector. We got Benjamin hiding in the vents, preying on the weak, waiting for them to come in. Broken gets Biggie. Willie gets broken with the P90, but Benjamin manages to take Willie out. We got some shots firing out in the mid zone from Sync on his CZ, running out of ammo. He needs to go back up to the balcony. We're watching Steve with that beautiful AWP Pit Viper he's stolen from Sync in a previous round. But guys, the bomb's going to head B side. We've got one on B. Smoke's out towards Benjamin. Incendiary's going out as well. HG's flying, taking some damage from the Incendiary. Benjamin's on 13 health. We're having a push on the site. Boom. Steve gets him with the Glock. The plant goes down. Badger's hiding and getting some ordnance out there. Steve's flashing. We've got Zonia in heaven.
Oh.
Watch out for him. Badger taking down Sync, coming from T side as Zonia slowly rounds from CT, looking to get some frags, but he's only got 2 health. 1 bullet's all he needs, or an Incendiary.
Oh, there's the molly. See you later. The molly takes him out. There goes the match point. I just saw the molly flying across the room. I was like, that's going to land right where he wants to go.
It was a beautiful molly. It was beautiful. He got barbecued. The 2 health roast.
He was the barbecue roast, still skinned out, perfectly for eating already. Team for Not going to the match point, and that should be enough to secure them rounds going forward. I don't think No Practice Only Dreams is going to do very well as they just do the standard stack. Steve picks up the first scope, gets the second, Broken pops around the corner with a couple frags, but he's been taken out, and that is pretty much GG's going out because there's only 2 CTs left. The bomb is planted at B, so it's very much secured. The PH Steven from No Practice Only Dreams. Oh, that's even another clever Molotov. They Molotov the vent, and he can't do much but just take a little bit of damage from it, counter flash, and work his way in. So now he's going. So is his mate in sync with the scout. Now that's not a weapon to touch with. He runs straight out into the fire. That is it, and what a game that turned out to be. I thought it was going to be a hell lot closer than that. No Practice Only Dreams didn't pick a round up in this half.
That's right, boys, and we have come to the end of the match with one heck of a good game amongst us. Now, boys, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to work on pulling up the final scores from that match so we can have a bit of a discussion about them. But what are your thoughts on that match? Who played well? I mean, we're thinking about the MVP here. What can we take away from this match for 4 Not and No Practice Only Dreams?
Look, put it this way, Team 4 Not did really well on the CT half in holding, retaking, and shots. Probably the best thing they did on their behalf was be really aggressive to No Prac Only Dreams. Now, No Prac Only Dreams are really good strats. Tonight we saw a little bit. We saw a lot of strat working from them on the T side. It was really good play, and for the rounds they did get, which was the 5, those rounds were executed really, really well. I think it's just come up against a quality opposition that sort of has an aggressive style that works for them and doesn't work for No Practice Only Dreams. Now I know they're good. But that's probably the reason why they haven't got further tonight. And when you jump onto a CT side, when another side's got 10 rounds, and they also have T-strats, it's really hard to come back. And that's clearly what we saw. 4-0 was all over it. They did that smoke strat, which got them up to 14. And you quickly saw how no practice, only dreams just worked in the rotation. All 4 of them had worked into A, and then all 4 Knots players worked into the B bomb site and nailed it and put down the bomb and secured that so easily. So, you know, they got the strats and the fake outs. I think there's instead of sort of there's so much we can talk about. I don't want to talk about it too long, but you know, we can do a couple fakes, you can do a couple straight in strats. I think a lot was left to picking and waiting for pushes, which I don't think was the right thing from No Practice Only Dreams. So that's my feedback for them if they want to take that on board. But that's how I see it. You got those scores up there?
I sure do, guys. We're having a look now. We've got the final scores, and this time we've managed to get all 10 players on the scoreboard. They gave me about here after the end of that game. Team 4-0 winning the game 16 rounds to 5 in the 21st round. Now, Byza, when we're talking about MVPs here, looking at the Team 4-0 scoreboard, we've got Scout on top with a KDA of 20, 8 and 12 with 2 match MVPs. But in my opinion, he might have topped in frags, but he doesn't get the MVP for me tonight. My MVP goes to Steve with the Plantronics tag, not with the PH.
Yeah,
he managed a KDA of 21, 3, 9, 5 MVPs, and pulled out some absolutely brilliant moments. His accuracy was impeccable tonight. He got some great Molotovs out, and for me, he gets MVP. What about you, guys?
100% agree. He won the battle out of the Stevens of the night. Did very well with the AWP on the CT side with the 1-2-3 tree. Absolute nailed. So, you know, the fact that I can remember that means he played very well. So he will take the MVP for the night and his team with a convincing victory to round off the night. From the Gamestah coverage, we had 3 matches on tonight and it was crazy stuff. But tonight, Team 4-0 taking the victory over No Practice Only Dreams, 16-5. This has been Byza and Judge from Aussie Gaming TV. Thank you very much, mate. And thank you to everyone watching and listening tonight. You can catch this VOD up later on the Gamestah site. But for now, good night.